Adrian Fischer is a guitarist and former rock star who lives on the island of Koh Samui. He gave up his rock and roll lifestyle to live a simple life when he split from top 80s pop group Sparks with the brothers Ron and Russell Mael. After becoming disillusioned with the music industry, Adrian decided to look for something else.
I was getting so depressed I had to go somewhere. It's just kind of literally sort of like Thailand, I haven't been there before, and that's long. 3 days turned into about 3 weeks or a month. And I eventually made it here. And I've been here ever since, I guess. 6, 7 years ago, 6.5 years. But I see something that surprises me every day, especially in Samui, where tourism is actually fairly new. But they're catching on real fast, supermarkets, internet, cafes, and it's all very strange. I mean, I've been here 6 years. You can imagine how strange it is for guys I know have been here for 12, 15 years. I mean, there wasn't a road here, it was the track, and there was like just a few bars, and that was it. I mean, every time I blink, there's a new bar here. I mean, if in doubt, they stick up a new bar and knock another one down. I hate girly bars and rest of that. Hello, welcome, come inside, handsome man. Sure, I hate all that. It's one thing I don't like, seeing like a 65, 7-year-old man walking down the street with a 18-year-old girl and stuff. And it's just kind of, it's not right somehow. Rock and roll excess. I was lucky, been there, seen, done most of it. Survived it. I mean, it wasn't so long ago I had a severe alcohol problem here. And it's easy done, it's cheap. You just don't realise you're doing it. But you've got good friends saying, hey you're losing the plot. You can play guitar when you're pissed, you can play guitar when you're sober. But I know I'm not that much of a dummy. I know I play much better when I'm sober. Don't drink any heavy stuff, a couple of beers. I don't mind losing anything, but I don't want to lose my dignity. And walking like that home at night and falling in puddles and stuff, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm too old to go rolling around in the dirt. One of the main ties I have in Thailand, no pun intended, is my girlfriend. Same age as me, I don't hang out with young girls and stuff. She's done so much for me. She's taking care of me. I hate to admit it, she supports me sometimes. It should be the other way around. It's very unusual to find a Thai lady with that attitude, who's that devoted. Well, basically has faith in your ability. Without her judge of character and guidance and knowledge, I couldn't survive here on my own. No way. Riches to rags, but surviving. It's only rock and roll, but I'm getting the hang of it.
46-year-old Elsa suffers from chronic arthritis. While she lives alone in Sheffield, her unlikely lover is 4,000 miles away in an American prison.
I found Jesse on the writerprisoner.com. I've been writing to him for about 2 years now. He's in prison for armed bank robbery. No one got hurt, but he got a very long sentence. His latest release date is the year 2029, which is one heck of a long time.
Despite the odds being stacked against them, Elsa is determined to be with a man, even though they've never met.
If he has to stay in jail for his full sentence, he's going to be 60, I'll be 70. We might not even be alive, but if we are, we will be together. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Because I will marry him.
Elsa is hoping to get up close and personal with Jesse later this year. But until then, the couple continue to do things the old-fashioned way, corresponding mainly by love letter.
He says he misses his sunshine and his possible wife-to-be. He's looking forward to me visiting him, which I'm hoping will be about October time. The best thing about Jesse, I think, is the fact that he loves me. For me, he's perfect, and I'm happy with that. and I wouldn't change anything about him for any reason whatsoever. Jesse is different from any other partner that I've been with. He'd never cheat on me. He's not like that. Whereas other partners have beaten me up, they've cheated on me, and they've done all sorts of tricks, but I know Jesse couldn't be like that, so he's different. He's different to anybody I've been out with before. I only use one hand.
But Jessie isn't the only prisoner that Elsa writes to. For over 10 years, she has corresponded with prisoners across North America.
Now, Jesse knows I write to other people. I shouldn't laugh, but I can't help it. He knows that I write to other people. He doesn't know how many, because he would have a problem with that. But at the moment, I'm writing to about 140, maybe a few more. Some are on death row, and whether they're in prison or on the outside. We all deserve friendship and caring.
But while 140 prisoners receive Elsa's friendship and caring, only one has her heart.
Yeah, I write to Jesse every week. He's my baby. I love him.
Until Jessie and Elsa meet face to face for the first time later this year, there's only one thing that beats the love letter. Once a month, Elsa is able to speak to Jessie on the phone, and tonight is one of those special nights.
Jessie, come on. Come on. Just before Jessie phones, I get nervous and I sit and I look at the clock and I keep thinking to myself, come on Jessie, phone. Phone, ring. And I just get excited. And then when the phone rings, I just want to grab it quick. Hello?
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 Hey,
Hey, baby.
how are you?
I'm great now you're on the phone.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm coming to see you about October, you know. Earlier than what I'd originally planned.
Gee, that's even better.
You know, if we got married while you were in the prison,
Yes.
wouldn't you have to get permission off them?
Yes. Might be able to do it in coming October.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking about.
We better get a honeymoon.
Oh, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I don't suppose they'll allow that, will they?
It's too much like right.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, the other thing I was going to have you heard anything about what happened in court yet?
Actually, yeah. Our nan will be out in 2012.
It'll 2012. Well, it's a lot better than it was.
You got that right.
I mean, what was it before? 2029? I bet you're happy.
Yes.
Yes. And me?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, I'm happy. I am. No doubt about it. And then I can show you how much I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gone. Cut me off. Now I've lost my shoe. They might have his body locked up, but they haven't got his mind and spirit. That's free. And that's with me. And yeah, it is very hard, but it's worth waiting for, and it's worth persevering for. And that's what I'm going to do.
One way a British man can ensure he'll be a huge hit with Japanese girls is to join a rock band. In spite of the facade of this high-tech wonderland, some Japanese tastes are traditional. And when it comes to music, long-haired British rockers Thunder only have to stroke their fretboards to ignite the passion of Japanese girls.
I love thunder. I love thunder.
After playing regularly in Japan for the last 10 years, this is the band's last ever gig here. The boys of Thunder have always been popular in Japan, but nothing could have prepared them for the intensity of love and passion demonstrated by girls half their age.
They really are unlike any other fans anywhere else in the world. They're just so intense and devoted. They care very, very much.
It's bordering on possessive. Their kind of appetite for detail about the individual members, and down to like what colour socks we wear and what toothpaste we use, is quite magnificent. I mean, there's nowhere else in the world that's quite like it. You know, a lot of them have been coming to see us regularly now for 10 years. I mean, not just here. They travel in sort of teams to England, and in fact, we had some girls on the last British tour that did the whole tour, which was quite, you know, beyond dedication, in the realms of somewhere else, really.
They check into the same hotels as us. They know exactly where we're going to be going any time of the day. I don't know how they know, but they always do. It's like worship.
I don't think our audience is particularly sexually orientated, let's put it that way.
It's devotion, as opposed to, yeah, I think you're a great band and I quite fancy getting in your pants, which is what you get in some places, you know, or in most places, hopefully, if you're lucky.
Pilot of My Dreams. On the intro, we recorded it once and released it, a live version. And for reasons best known to himself, or might have been to do with the fact we were watching a lot of the Far Show at the time, in the intro there's a gap, there's a pause, upon which Danny shouts, arse. Now, when this got released over here, all the Japanese picked this up, and they do it every night. Arse! It's very, very funny, 1,000 Japanese screaming arse.
After every show, we do a meet and greet, where basically we go out and sign autographs, pose for photographs. In Japan, we accept usually enormous amounts of presents.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Because it's the last one, there's been a kind of build-up of kind of emotional tension.
Blow your nose. I'm on tissue duty. I'm on tissue duty.
We've seen a few tears shed by a few of the fans, but I think tonight, I think the emotional plug's definitely going to be pulled out, and there might be a bit of an outpouring.
They've been holding it together. And the last night we'll all cry, because we can all be miserable together. Floods and floods of tears.
I love Thunder.
They are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fans, and we're going to be sad to see them go.
I love Thunder forever.
DJ Dave Lee is limbering up for a long weekend playing in Estonia and Finland, where the emergent club scenes have until now been kept secret. His first stop's a club at the cutting edge of cool in Tallinn, the capital of Estonia. He may be there to DJ, but his motivation is love.
It is so easy to kind of pull when you're in the situation that we're in, and we do kind of get girls throwing themselves at us. DJs these days are kind of looked upon as pop stars, I'd say, and so you do get, there's definitely a DJ groupie element within there. So from that point of view, it's very easy to pull, but then you've got to look at the class of girl you're going to pull being in that situation.
And Dave knows exactly what type of girl he's looking for.
I usually go for like tall brunettes. My last girlfriend was an underwear model, so that kind of scenario. Good looking, no mooses. Just become single, and it's going to be quite an interesting period in my life. 25 years old, young bachelor, most definitely very eligible.
The promoter has booked Dave along with a number of other foreign DJs.
The promoter guarantees that we will definitely have a couple of girls each over the weekend without fail. I'm not really too sure what these Estonian girls are going to be like, but he has told us they're all like supermodels, so we live in hope.
After a 3-hour flight, Dave is met in Tallinn by the promoter and is taken straight to his hotel.
It's 6 o'clock, we've just arrived at the hotel. The gig starts at 9, so as you can see, it's time to unpack my stuff and have a shower and get my head down for a few hours. See you later.
Since gaining independence from Russia in 1991, Estonia's quickly developed into a cosmopolitan city. It's south of Finland and has a population of just 1.5 million, with almost 500,000 living in Tallinn. As darkness falls, Dave limbers up for the night ahead.
I'm looking forward to it. There's pretty much going to be a sellout, 2,000 people.
As Dave arrives at the club, the night is well underway.
It's now 12 o'clock. Estonia vibe, as you can probably see, it's absolutely mental in there. It's an old disused warehouse, all the machinery still inside. It's really, really surreal. It's the most bizarre club I've ever been to in my life. Thousands of Estonian girls, everyone's really made an effort, everyone's really up for it, it's going to be a great night. There's loads of birds in there that have caught my eye, but just got here, so finding our feet, having a sniff around, seeing what's going on. Later in the night, I'm sure there'll be some action. There's no such thing as a tactic. I just sit back and be myself. I'm just sit back and see what happens, see if anyone turns up. You could say I'm waiting for someone to come to me. The Estonians have definitely got a certain female attraction. It's always good to sample the local cuisine, as it were.
And there seems to be so much on the menu, he doesn't know what to have.
When you're first out and about DJing, you do get all these groupies. The first 6 months or so, you think, wicked. You get your little groupies lurking around the DJ box, waving their handbags at you. Literally, they'll just come and throw themselves at you. It's as bad as that.
After being so sure of his ability to sample the local cuisine, it seems like the kitchen is closed, and Dave has been a victim of overconfident DJ syndrome.
Really, really tired. We've been going for 24 hours now. It's been a really long day of travelling, so I must admit I'm ready for bed.
With Dave tucked up in bed and Passion a distant dream, his potential soulmates party on until the early hours. Another British DJ who did manage to overcome his tiredness and find love in Estonia is 43-year-old Chris Long.
I first came to Estonia in July 1996 and came to DJ here. I stayed a couple of extra days and met some club people who offered me a regular monthly spot in a once hip happening club called Hollywood. What made me stay in Estonia was the fact I met my future wife. Fell in love, liked the atmosphere, the relaxing atmosphere of Tallinn Old Town. And I liked the people too, who appreciated the music that I was playing. And it was a more open club scene than London, so I enjoyed that very much. I met my wife almost immediately. She was part of the sort of in crowd who were coming to parties. So I took my opportunity and I've been the happiest man ever since.
Chris's wife, Anu, believes she knows why more and more Estonian girls are marrying Western men.
I think the Western men are very kind of nice and caring, you know, like they do, happily they do housework and somehow they...
We've been broken in by, by the hard women.
Chris runs a club that earns him a living, but the country has its other attractions.
The difference between Estonian and Russian girls and British girls, immediate difference. If you appear here suddenly in a club or in a bar, you'll think you're in heaven, you know. Some people say Iceland have got the most beautiful women, but I think actually you'll find them in Estonia. With the new club that I'm going to be working on, I can see myself staying here permanently.
With a thriving club scene and thriving relationship, Chris feels he made the right decision to settle here.
Start a family, have a kid or two very soon. They need Estonian babies, so English men, come over and sow your seeds.
But Dave Lee has left Estonia without sowing his seed and has moved on to play another gig, this time in Helsinki in Finland.
New night, new country. It's absolutely going bananas in there. I'm just about to go on the decks, so looking forward to this. It should be an excellent night. As you can see on the girlfront, loads of quality young girls, shall we say, but jump on the decks and see how the party goes.
After another night on the decks, love once more evades Dave.
Bedtime. Right.
next morning, Dave is ready to fly back to the UK and is feeling philosophical after yet another night alone.
On the female front, I wouldn't really say I was out and about looking. It's definitely there if you want to go out and look for it and kind of sniff around and take the lower end of the market, as it were. There's definitely that element there, but I must admit I wasn't particularly fussed about kind of going out and chasing around after a bit of skirt, as it were.
So Dave heads for home, still single after just window shopping for love. Japan, land of paper-hour love hotels and a place where used girls' panties can be bought from vending machines. Behind the front of traditional family life, attitudes to sex are different here. It's a place where everything Western is synonymous with cool, and that includes the men. Pale-faced Brits who have come here for work are finding there's an additional perk: their popularity with Japanese women.
I am an English teacher.
That's why Matt Reynolds is here.
You are Japanese students.
We are Japanese students.
Good job.
Matt's been working in a small town 40 miles north of Osaka for 2 years. In this land, more than the sun has risen for this 27-year-old from Harpenden.
You look really interesting to them because you're taller than the average Japanese guy and you've got blue eyes and blonde hair. And you think, oh, look at that, foreigner. That's so cool. And you can often hear the girls, once you pass them, go, which means, oh, isn't he cool? And I don't think you get that in many jobs.
Despite the huge cultural differences, Matt's convinced he'll find long-lasting love with a Japanese girl. Having just split up with his last girlfriend, he's on the hunt again.
I feel when you're in Japan, you're like a kid with like £100 note in a sweet shop. If you see a different girl every night for 7 nights back in England, you'd have to be, I don't know, rich or a lot better looking than me. But out here, it's conceivable.
Tonight, he's planning to try his luck with Yuko, a student from his adult evening class.
This will be the first time I've ever actually managed to sit down and have a meal with her, just the two of us. So we'll see. She was quite enthusiastic about it on the phone. These are all good signs, you know, you pick up on stuff before you go out.
Matt starts out full of confidence, but to his amazement, she's a bit more choosy than he'd hoped. Blonde hair and blue eyes alone are not enough to win her over tonight.
I said to her, what kind of guy do you like? And I was expecting her to say, you know, fun, up for it, you know, somebody that I can have a lot of fun with. And she turns around and said, ambitious, somebody that's going places. And I was like, maybe that's not me. Pedal. If I were to summarise the last couple of hours, uphill. But, you know, you reach the top eventually and then after that it's downhill. So, dinner on Tuesday. Got that.
The next morning, as he takes in the sights of Osaka, Matt's philosophical about his lack of instant success with Yuko.
The international reputation of the Japanese girl is first date, you'll get absolutely nowhere. You'll struggle for a kiss, and second date, you can basically do what the hell you want. Though this is perhaps unfair, I have experiences which are pretty much true to that form.
What do I think of Englishmen? Oh, Englishmen, they're gentlemen when they're with you. They always open the door for ladies. If a Japanese boy did that for you, you'd think, what's your game, matey?
I'm going out with English girls for 10 years in England. I can't remember a single time at which they get up after having sex and start doing the washing.
When I get married, I want it to be an Englishman. I know they'll protect me.
Matt retires to the local Irish bar. Western men swap stories of the local girls, but expat women like Suzanne Crowley have a different story to tell about the local men.
the guys are just scared of foreign girls. It's like we're too like exciting or dramatic or crazy.
English women are very pretty, but to be honest, they all look the same to me.
I would say it is, yeah, a guy's dream come true. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're skinny, ugly, or whatever. I mean, if you're not having a high success rate at home, come to Japan. You will be a god. Girls, go to Greece, go to Spain, go to Italy. Just don't come here.
Tonight, Matt's going on the hunt for a Japanese girl with 2 American friends. He claims to be looking for more than a one-night stand. But then what?
I'd like to get married here, I'd like to stay here. But it's very difficult to make it in Japan as a Westerner, because even if you do join the corporations and speak perfect Japanese, there is a glass ceiling and you're not going to make it to senior management. And the alternative is being a cheesy English teacher, and I'm not going to stand in front of a blackboard for the rest of my life. I couldn't stand it.
Saturday night is party night in Osaka. More than 1 million people pour into the city to pose and pout, to see and to be seen. And tonight, Matt's keen to make the most of his rarity value as a Westerner.
And action! We're just outside Origin Bar in Namba, Osaka, and this is a place where white people go to pull some fine Japanese ladies, and we quite fancy our chances right now, because we're 3 of the most handsome white men in Osaka. So we're going to go in there, and within minutes we'll be out with 3 fine Japanese ladies. Watch and learn.
Matt's found 3 women to home in on. His theory on Japanese girls is looking shaky, and these 3 seem to have rumbled him.
Foreigners think Japanese girls are easy, so you hate them. I can understand that, that's terrible. Let's try and be friends.
Friendship wasn't quite what they had in mind, so the boys hit the streets hoping for better luck elsewhere.
You definitely want to rotate your routine. I mean, you find yourself in the same place all the time, you're not going to pull any chicks. I mean, they're like, yeah, that dude was here last week and I saw him slime bagging, you know, so-and-so and so-and-so.
This is one of my former students. These guys get commission for bringing girls into bars around here.
The boys like to think they're doing their bit for East-West relations.
That one on the end, the one with the short skirt.
They love it. It's a good time, you know? I mean, they're having fun, we're having fun. There's never any worries. There's never any worries. Hello. It's fun. It's fun to meet them. It's fun for them to meet you. Nice to meet you. Very good. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Whilst Matt relies on his Western appeal to pick up girls, the Japanese boys have their own methods.
These guys pay a fortune to customise their cars to make it look really fucking cool. And cool in terms of what 18-year-old and 19-year-old girls find cool. And they'll rig it up so it either jumps up where it's got ridiculous fins on the back of the damn thing, or they'll stick some real whopping 200-watt amps in the back of the car, and they'll cruise around these streets for fucking hours on end, waiting for some girls to look and say, oh my god, that's so cool, and get in the car. And that's it. The guys have invested the right money in the right place, and good luck to them.
It's 4 a.m, and despite all the talk, the 3 friends are still single, so they decide to go to the less than oriental club, Sam and Dave's.
It's full of university students, daigakuse, and they often hang out there to meet Western guys. And I've got to say, in realistic terms, it's hopeful.
In spite of Matt's optimism, love evades all of the 3 friends. Perhaps there are more cultural differences to overcome than they think.
The possibilities in Japan, once you've taken the time to learn Japanese and learn a few things about Japanese etiquette, are almost limitless. I love my life in Japan. I don't want to go home. Japanese girls, they're not the same as English girls. I love Japan. I love this kind of stuff. I love the attention I get, and I love the life I lead. So, come on, Japan.